Hi, Shalom. I want to give all praise unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahushai. We give double honors to our apostles and elders, the apostle elders that rule the great millstone. And much love to you, hopeful elect, the men and hopeful women. Majority of speaking to men right now on the four corners of the planet Earth, because the Most High is raising up his watchmen. He's raising up the prophets. He's raising up the government body of Yasharallah, and that's coming in these last days, man, because we're almost home. The more and more these prophecies start to sound, these things start to happen, we should get, how you say, grounded. We should be grounded already, but we should, get ourselves more grounded and more ready. That's why it says the cry was made, and the virgins trimmed their lamps. So when we hear that cry, we should trim our lamps. And I just wanted to go into, I know some brothers have went into this issue and went into this topic, but I was just listening to some live streams, and it just caught, the spirit jumped on me, and I woke up this morning and pretty much this was on my mind to do, and pretty much make it happen, through the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, because, we can't do nothing by ourselves. Okay, we need Yahweh Shem Yahushai in every single way. That's why he's showing us in these days that we need him more than anything. He's letting us understand that we need him. Before we had him, we didn't know what we had. We knew we had our power. But now in these days when we're going through so much hell, we understand that we need Yahweh Shem Yahushai to rule over us. We don't want the world to rule over us. We don't want these nations to rule over us. We want our power. That's why the contract in Deuteronomy 28 says, "You shall be my people, and I shall be your power." So now we're being forced to remember our power in the way that we need him the most, man, in every aspect of our lives, man. So I was gonna jump into the subject. It's called blowing the trumpet, or the trumpet must be blown. Either way of the title, Lord willing, I'll figure it out by the end. But this is what we're in the time, and we're in the time of the trumpet being blown. Okay, so I mean, me myself, I learned a little bit more about the trumpet or the shofar that I didn't know. And that's a beautiful thing. So I just wanted to play this video, and we'll get right into it. And this is not somebody that's affiliated with GMS, but the shofar blowing is the point. So now let's jump right into this. I found this article here. I'm gonna go into a little bit here and there on the article, but the point is hit in this article a little bit. It's on point. So I'm gonna read. It says significance of the shofar, the shout of Yahweh's victory. It says beginning of the second day of Rosh. Of Rosh, they have this word there, but it says, in continuing unto the end, it says the custom is to blow the shofar every day except on the Sabbath. It may hope that this will encourage you to return to the Lord and listen to his voice. Deuteronomy 30:2, which we can read that real quick. It's the book of Deuteronomy 30:2, and it says, "And thou shalt return unto the Lord, and shall obey his voice according to all that I command thee this day, thou and thy children, with all thy heart and with thy soul." So we're coming back to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. We're being received, and we're receiving our culture and different aspects of our culture, like names, high holy days, going into different things like that. But it says the shofar, ram's horn, is often used as an instrument of spiritual warfare. For example, and we are in spiritual warfare now. It says the weapons of our war are not carnal. Okay? They're not carnal, so this is a spiritual warfare. So we're ordered to blow that horn during warfare. And we're in that warfare now. That's why it says, lift up thy voice as a trumpet or a horn. And it says, for example, the Torah states, when you go to war in your land against the adversary who is oppressing you, you are to sound an alarm with trumpets. Then you will be remembered before the Lord your power, and you shall be saved from your enemies. Okay, so let's read that real quick. It's pretty much what I just read, but we're going to read it in King James Version. It says, if you go to war in your land against the enemy that oppresseth you, then you shall blow an alarm with the trumpets, and ye shall be remembered before the Lord your power, and ye shall be saved from your enemies. So that's what we're in now. What's that trumpet? That's our voice. Okay, that's the sound of our voice. That's what we're using in these last days to sound that alarm to the Lord. And it says we shall be remembered. So what are we exalting? We're exalting the Lord's words. That's why these people are scared. That's why we're being demonized. We're being put on the front street, because once you hear that horn, which is what the men that been out there prophesying by the man Abba Bivens, and it goes on down to the apostles and elders, they've been blowing that trumpet, that sound of war. And we're being gathered together through that trumpet. Just like in the ancient world, when you would blow a trumpet, okay, when you would blow a trumpet, you would gather the people. You would gather the people for for high holy days, for the new moons, different things of that nature. But we're being gathered now to what? To show what? The Lord is coming. Yahweh Shem Yahushua is coming. There's going to be a destruction in the land. There's going to be a cleansing of the planet Earth. We should be afraid, man. We should fear. We just like when the Lord came down on Mount Sinai. What happened? There was a horn. Okay, let me get that real quick. And it says, this is Exodus 19 and 16. And it came to pass on the third day in the morning that there was a thundering and lightning and thick cloud upon the mount, and the voice of the trumpet exceedingly loud. See that? So when the Lord came down on the Mount Sinai, there was a trumpet being blown. And it says it was loud, exceedingly loud. So that's the same thing we're coming now. The Lord is allowing us to blow that trumpet, man, to warn the people and to gather the people. So we're in the time of that trumpet being blown exceedingly loud. That's why the land is getting an uproar over that, man, because the men that are out there pushing the truth with sincerity, honesty, that's gathering the people. And it's also putting fear in the heart of our enemies that oppress us. So it's spiritual. At one time it was physical, but it's a metaphor of the things that's taking place now. We're blowing a spiritual horn. And we also blow horns during the Passover and certain high holy days, because we're getting that part of our culture back. And it says, and the voice of the trumpet exceedingly loud, so that all the people that was in the camp trembled. So that's what's supposed to be happening now with you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You're supposed to hear that trumpet and you're supposed to tremble, because the Lord is on his way, man. And we're giving you the end cause of that trumpet being blown is what? Nuclear war, the angels coming back and sweeping the land with fire. So it's coming, man. But also to prepare yourself for the hopeful elect, to prepare yourself and get yourself ready. So let's go back into this article. And it says, the chauffeur first brings to mind the ram caught in the thicket by the horns, which Abraham sacrificed in place of his son Isaac in Mount Moriah. By extension, the ram of Yahweh prepared from the foundation of the world is a picture of the substitutionary sacrifice of Yahweh's son for the sins of the world, which is Israel, the world of Israel. Indeed, the first occurrence of the word love in the Torah in Genesis 22 and 2 refers to the Father's love for his only Son, who was offered as a sacrifice to clear foreshadowing of the greater message of the gospel. This is the connection that the sacrificial redemption involved violent spiritual warfare between Yahweh. Now that's going off, man. Okay, but the main thing now, I'm just wanted to go into the horn and blowing that horn, and you must blow the right sound of that horn, man. You can't blow a sound that doesn't match the occurrence of what needs to be blown. We're not blowing the sound of feast days and having fun. We're blowing the sound of what? Prepare yourself. The battle is on the way, man. You're going to have Esau that's going to run upon this truth, run upon us, man, and try to demonize us and make us out to be something we're not. So we're in the time of what? Preparing yourselves. The war is coming, man. We're in warfare, spiritual warfare. But Esau, which is the counterpart to Satan, he's going to make it physical because he's a carnal man. He can't deal with us once he figures out, which he already has, that he cannot deal with us on a spiritual level. What is he going to do? He's going to get carnal because he's a carnal man. All right, let me read some of these precepts. I'm going to go. I also had this up here because where would you blow that horn? On a watchtower. Okay, and you see here, these are pictures of watchtowers in ancient Israel. Okay. Let me see here. I'm just going to go into the blue letter. This is the book of Numbers 10 and verse 5. It says, when ye blow an alarm, then the camps that lie on the east shall go forward. When ye blow an alarm the second time, then the camps that lie in the south side shall take their journey. They shall blow an alarm for the journeys. But when the congregation is to be gathered together, ye shall blow, but ye shall not sound an alarm. See that? So there's certain sounds that would signify certain things. So the sound has to match what is going on. You can't blow a wrong sound for the wrong thing, because that's going to throw the people off. That's going to throw the people off. You see how it's going? So now we've been set up to blow what? That trumpet to prepare thyself. And this is let me jump to this. This is Ezekiel 33 and 3. And it says, and if when ye see if the sword come upon the land, ye blow the trumpet and warn the people. So that's what we're doing. We're blowing the trumpet to warn the people. We're not blowing the trumpet to tell the people to party. No, we're blowing the trumpet to warn the people and say, look, the Lord is on his way. Esau's on his way. The time of war is at hand. We have to go through these things to enter into our rest. It says, then, this is Ezekiel 33 and 4, then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and taketh not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head. So if you do not take heed to the trumpet, which is the men that are out there pushing the truth and blowing that trumpet, just like you have people walk by camp. They walk by camps and just fan their hand at us. But if they realize that what? That's the horn being blown to you. That's Yahweh Shemi Shai blowing the horn just like in the ancient world. But right these days, if we were just blowing a horn, people wouldn't know what we're speaking of. But it's talking about spiritually. In the ancient world, we knew the sound of a trumpet, what it would mean. But these days, what is the trumpet? That's us. That's our voice. That's us yelling this truth out there in the streets, man. Exalting our words. So if the sword come and take you, you heard the sound, you heard the trumpet, you heard the warning, but you didn't take heed. So the blood is going to be upon your head, man.